seeing pre-diabetic 10-year-olds and PCOS kids and anxiety and depression and autism on the rise in our patient population. It's a lot. It's not just general pediatrics anymore.
Yeah. So you guys developed the chronic care program.
And both of us are doing it today. So it's not like there's a shortage. There's a ton of those patients.
But there's a lot of others that are still learning and they're good at the general peds and the acute care. And so there's other people to pick up where you guys are not, which is good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to me. None of you have mentioned things that I've seen change through my practice, right? So I was an intern in 1989, and that year booted all of the practices out of the lab business. Before that, you didn't have to have a clear certificate. And the clinic where I was an intern at in Michigan, the pediatricians did their own UAs. They looked under the microscope. They did urine cultures in the office. They had a kit for tinea. They would scrape it and they would put it in an incubator, and they would see, depending on the color of the kid, whether the kid had fungus or not. They didn't have a CBC machine. And that I remember, we didn't have RSV, strep, or COVID rapid testing available to us. We did have rapid streps.
Yeah.
And then that's all changed. You can't to have a microscope to look at the urine, you have to have a level 3 CLIA certification. And that's expensive and cumbersome. At least in Northern Virginia, most practices don't do any backup throat cultures or urine cultures in the office or CBCs because it's a moderate complexity lab and it makes it so much difficult.
Dr. Kaplan used to take care of the CLIA. And then when I became a partner, he wanted to pass that torch over to me. And I quickly bypassed that. He said, I think Dr. Riley would be a better fit for that. So Jim has been doing the CLIA stuff for many years, and he organized. It's about organization, Jim.
Yeah. And I was very happy to share that with Dr. Scott afterward, right?
And when you gave him a nice package and protocols, and all he has to do is follow.
Exactly.
We're trying to make things better. I think
it's changed a lot, George. Now you can have a PCR machine. Who would have really thought that at an office you could be doing PCR testing for viral particles and for chlamydia and for gonorrhea? That just wasn't available even 5 years ago.
And now it is.
So things have evolved so much. And the number of vaccines that we give, that has evolved so much.
What's the question? The impact of all the supermarkets giving out the vaccine, what impact has that had on the practice?
Zero.
Really?
Yeah. Still come to us for shots, flu shots. You'll lose a handful, but who cares?
Yeah.
It's fistful over there. But
I think that's the beauty of the legacy that you left here too, is people still prefer to come to us for something like a vaccine that they could go to the supermarket for, that they could go to CVS for, but they still prefer to make the appointment and wait and come to us and sit in the waiting room and all of that just for RBK.
Yeah. So I think with everything that we're hearing, Herb, good quality care, provide service, provide access, provide everything in one-stop shop for everything, put it into a nice, pretty package with good physicians is what gave me the opportunity to now go to insurance companies and not accept what they give you and negotiate.
Yeah.
And sustain us, can keep us going forward because we're different than your regular doc in the box.
And Nick, what do you think? What do you want your legacy to be at RBK? And what do you need to do to make that happen?
Obviously, I would think it's a mix. It's the work ethic, for sure. It's the commitment to our patients. It's a commitment to our coworkers, our staff. It's more like a family rather than just a place to work. And that's why we continue to have our holiday festivities, and we treat it like a family gathering. So it's nice. We're trying to find different things to do to keep it interesting. We try to expand our horizons. We developed the urgent care model a few years ago at RBK, and I think that really set our trajectory to the next level. But also on the personal side, family is very important, and it's hard to find that balance. So it takes a lot of sacrifice, don't get me wrong. And everyone has put a lot of work into RBK Pediatrics at the sacrifice of something at the family level. So it's good that we had that family support, our own family support, to help us give our best care,